Okay, call came in. I always put your phone on airplane mode when you're shooting a video. So, but what I was explaining to her is they just want to see how we're going to make this happen, right? When you have a job where you are planted and you have to be there every single day, right? And that's where your money's coming from. It gets very hard for them to understand, how can we just up and travel? How are we going to keep money coming in? How are we going to be able to afford to do this? Because the money that you might be bringing in just might be covering household expenses. And so what I explained to her is what made the difference for us in our lives. The fact that my husband's now home and I'm able to travel the way that I do, and we're working on some of the things for 2015, is the fact that we committed to a career path that would create the vehicle to do that. So in other words, I make money no matter where I'm at. It's a virtual based business.
Right.
And now my husband's at a point, because I was telling her, it's great to have my husband home, but I still felt like he needed an identity. So I had been encouraging him to get something he can do that he owns, so that he
Right.
doesn't feel like he's under my shadow.
He has
or
his identity.
Yeah, he has his identity. I mean, he had to get me to understand, listen, I can work with you, just show me, and I can learn some of the things that you do and complement that. That way, when we want to travel, there's no issue, right? There's no detaching from something that I've established, and it's not me having to walk away from what I've created to follow your dream again, right? And so I shared with Lauren, I said, Lauren, you have to find that virtual vehicle that will support the gateway to what it is that you want to create. And so she was asking me about what it is that I do, and just trying to find the way, guys. So I don't know if you have any more questions or anything you want to add.
Anything that you do, from what I was told, growing up, when you have a husband and a wife and they do it together, then there's no bond that can come between them. So just continue to keep doing what you're doing. But it's easier for us to say it, but we just have to do it.
We just have to do it. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do that's going to position you? So in this conversation, what are some of the things that you think you can do to change your circumstances or get you closer to where you want to be?
Well, I think first, what I would definitely need to do is just sit down and have a one-on-one with God, and just ask Him for guidance. Just, what is it that you really want from me? I know what I want, but what is it that you want? And, just come with my husband and talk to him and say, hey, this is what's going on. How about this? Because we both love to travel. We both have we have the same common goals, but it's just finding that avenue to give you that opportunity to take it to the next level.
To make it work.
Exactly. So right now, the second step would be for us to sit down and put a plan together. And then third would be work it. Just work it. If we don't work it, then we fail. So I'm not a failure, so I'm going to work it. And even if we do fail, then that's okay. We learn from our experiences and move on. But at least we've tried. We've done something.
Well, and if you put a plan in place, now, like they say, the airplane is 97% off course. So in other words, you got a location that you're at, and you got a destination you're going to, and 97% of the time on their way there, they're off course. But they're going to get there because they know where they're going. Even if you have a plan, you may not necessarily stay on course, but you'll get there. There's a video that I've been reposted on my site by Oprah where she says we all have a supreme destiny. So no matter how many mistakes you make, God has a way of aligning your life back on track and getting you where you need to go. I think what's critical is knowing it's possible, right? And you and I were just sharing, we were just talking about that, where a lot of times our lives are just designed to show people what's possible. So we attempt to do things because it encourages and inspires other people to go out and do it. So even when you set the plan, you may not always be on course, but you'll be surprised how it'll line you back up. Just put the plan in place. Write it down, make it plain.
Okay.
So, but yeah, guys, this is getting a pretty lengthy video, but I wanted to share this with you guys because I know, like Lauren, a lot of you guys have similar questions. And I know for me, I often look at other people and I'm like, how do you do that? And, what did you do to get started? And what do you suggest I do, right? And then when you talk to them, it's like, I just did it.
Right.
You're like, okay, but how did you do it? I just did it. So that's our cue to end this video. But we're hoping to inspire you guys that if there's something you want to do, you know, there's never perfect timing. That's what I was telling Lauren. I realized there's never perfect timing. You just gotta put a plan in place and start taking action towards it, and it'll all line up. So thank you so much, Miss Lauren, for joining me. She just
Thank
came
you for
and joined
having
me
me.
for breakfast and joined me in this video. And guys, stay tuned. If you're in the Orlando area while I'm here, hit me up. We can connect. All right, guys. So you have a great and awesome day, and talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Be blessed. Bye.